Hey guys, good morning. On my way to get my hair washed, actually. No gym today. Got off TikTok live, so I'm not gonna lie, two things happened today. One, when I first got on TikTok live, I didn't have that many people on there. Like, they was coming through, but I wasn't hooking them the way I typically do, because I told you I had to switch stuff up because my live kept getting restricted. So I was playing around with my intro, and I noticed like the viewers was coming in, but I wasn't hooking them, meaning I wasn't getting them to stay. And so I was like 20 minutes into the live, and I only had like 25 people on there. This is my main TikTok, by the way. I only had like 25 people on there, and they weren't even really responding. Like, when I would say like put a 1 in the chat or whatever, it's like two people was saying stuff, but people weren't really saying stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, I was getting a little frustrated. Oh my god, like, it's frustrating. Like I told y'all yesterday, it's frustrating because it's like literally like last week my live was lit. Like my live used to be lit as fuck. Like, I used to have like over 100 people in there, and so it was just kind of irritating. But I had already told myself, like, I'm gonna finish alive. But what I did was I ended it. I was like, all right, since y'all don't want to say anything, y'all not ready, we'll just come back tomorrow. So I ended it. And so I looked at the analytics real quick, and I was like, yeah, they was coming through, but I wasn't getting them to stay. It's one thing if they're not coming through at all, right? Because there's really nothing you can do about that. But if TikTok is pushing my live out there, which it was, but I just wasn't getting people to stay, well, that's a totally different problem. And that let me know, like, my intro, what I was saying when they, first clicking on, I wasn't hitting home. And again, it's because I had to change up what I was saying because my live kept getting restricted. So I was like, okay, let me try it again. Like, I'm not going to give up. I only got through 20 minutes. Like, we didn't even get through the nitty gritty. I was like, let me just try it again. So now it's 20 minutes later. Now I'm starting the live because I started the live at 8 o'clock in the morning. So by the time I got off, it was like 8:20. So I was like, all right, let me try again. So I switched up what I was going to say in the beginning to see if I could hook them. And so when I started the live, I just completely switched up what I was going to say at the beginning, and I was hooking them. I was also talking a little bit faster, and I was getting people to stay. So I don't know if it was the time slot window, because the time slot window got pushed back. Remember, normally I start my live at 8. Now here we are, it's like 8:25, 8:30. So it could have been the time slot itself, but again, I feel like it was more so the things I was saying, because they was coming in at the 8 o'clock live, but they weren't staying. So either way, I switched up what I was saying, was talking faster, and I had on average 100 people on the live. So they was commenting, they were responding. It was like how it used to be. But the only frustrating part about it was only one person joined, and they actually joined the live even before I got to they actually joined Globe Academy even before I got to the pitch. I always pitch at the end. And so I was like, okay. So it was a little frustrating because, like, if this was like 2 weeks ago, like, obviously living in the past, because it's not 2 weeks ago, we're in the present. But it was a little frustrating. But regardless, I got someone to join, which is a win from yesterday, because nobody joined yesterday. And I switched up my intro, so I'm going to run with that again tomorrow and see how it goes. But the reason why I wanted to bring this up this morning is because when you're an entrepreneur, you're going to be doing a lot of problem solving. You're going to be doing a lot of problem solving. You're going to be solving puzzles. You're going to be consistently critiquing yourself, not in a bad way, a good way, to be better. And that's literally what I did this morning. Like, I could have just went through the original live, even though there was really no one on there. I could have just went through it. But again, it's like I saw the usernames popping up. So-and-so joined, so-and-so joined, so-and-so joined, but they weren't staying. So that's what I was like, it's something I'm doing. See, a lot of times we like to blame the algorithm. A lot of times we like to blame things outside of us. And I'm not sitting here saying that these things may not always be true. Sometimes things are really out of your control, of course, but that's life. You can't control everything, but you can control yourself. You can control what you do. You can control what you don't do. You can control how you move on a day-to-day. You have way more control over the things in your life than you think you do. You have way more control over your business than you think you do. You can choose to stay in a stuck mindset, a trap mindset, woe is me, you know. And I was kind of in that mindset yesterday. If y'all watched yesterday's video, like, I was just kind of like feeling a little defeated, feeling a little irritated, you know. Or you can do something about it. When I got home yesterday, after I recorded the video, I came home. I put my audiobook on. Right now I'm listening to The Boyfriend by, what's her name? Frida McFadden. I love like psychological thrillers. I love them type of books. But anyways, I was listening to that, and I was editing content. I was queuing my email list. If you haven't joined my email list, click the link down below. Sign up for that. It's a free email list, newsletter, talking about things you can do to grow your platform, things you can do to switch your mindset. That link is down below. But anyways, I was queuing that. I was responding to messages inside Globe Academy. Like, you know, I could have just, I told you I was in a funk yesterday. Like, I wasn't crying or anything like that, but I was really like kind of feeling defeated. Like, if y'all watch yesterday's video, y'all know my energy wasn't the same. And I was just kind of like, woe is me. Like, when am I going to get my breakthrough? And I could have just sat in that headspace. I could have just kept that mentality for the rest of the evening and just didn't do shit, just sulked. Or I could keep moving. And that's what I decided to do. I decided to just keep pushing. Like, me sitting here complaining is not going to make my breakthrough come any faster. Like, that's not going to, you know what I'm saying? That's not going to make it come. That's just respectfully wasting time. Respectfully, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I am human at the end of the day. I have the same emotions that you have, of course. But what you choose to do with those emotions is your choice. And I told you, I'm just not the person anymore that just sits there and complains. Like, yes, I may complain from time to time. I'm not sitting here saying I never complain. But I don't sit in that energy. I don't let it fester. And then I don't need to call 10 people to talk about it. I sit in it for a few seconds, you know, take it for what it is. I allow myself to feel it. I'm not like running away from my emotions. But then it's like, all right, like, now what? Okay, you got everything off your chest. Yesterday I decided to record a video with it, with the energy. So y'all can see, like, I'm just like you. You know? What the hell is he doing? Is he high? The things you see downtown. But regardless, what are you gonna do about it? Like, what are you gonna do about it? You just gonna keep complaining, or you gonna try to fix it? And so, circling back to my TikTok live, like, I could have just been annoyed, you know, but I decided, you know what, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it, you know, because I saw people coming in, but they wasn't staying. So that let me know that's a me problem. That's me. That's not the algorithm. It would be the algorithm if it wasn't saying anyone was joining. Then it's like, okay, that's the algorithm. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't force TikTok to push my live on the For You page. I have no control over that. But if people are joining but they're not staying, that's a different problem. I'm not grabbing their attention. Y'all know people have short attention spans. I tell y'all that in damn near every video. So that let me know my intro needs to hit home harder. Like, I need to really make people feel it. And so that's why I decided to get back on there. And, you know, entrepreneurship is hard. Like, if you really want to be a content creator, like, not just playing, because I feel like people play around with the idea. Like, people play around with the idea. I know people in real life, not on the internet, like in real life, who say they want to be content creators. They say they want to make money online, but they're just playing games. I've told them, like, you're playing games. I say it, like, you're not a fucking content creator. You're a game player. Like, what are you doing? Why are you posting pictures of your family dog? You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, what are we doing? And not even talking about nothing that's helping your audience with whatever it is you're trying to do. But there are a lot of people like that. They say they want to run a business. They say they want to make money online, but they're not showing up. And then they just want to complain. Oh, I posted this reel a month ago and only 100 people saw it. Okay, well, where's the next reel? What's next? So it was just a one and done. We're not gonna post anymore. That's it, huh? That's it. It's just, what are you gonna do? Like, I don't have time at my big age. I don't have time to just sit in pity. And I feel like a lot of people do that. A lot of people just sit in pity. They just want to complain. They just want to talk about their problems. They want to talk about what they're gonna do, but they never fucking do it. Like, I can't really get with that. It's just a waste of breath. Yes, you're allowed to feel your emotions. I'm not sitting here telling you that if you're frustrated, you're not allowed to feel frustration. I'm not telling you that. You could be sad. You can be sad. Like, there's nothing wrong with having emotions. That's why we have them. I'm not sitting here telling you you have to be emotionless, right? But there's kind of like a stoicism to it. It's kind of just like, all right, feel your emotions, but then what are we gonna do? Because at the end of the day, you have more control over what you think you have. And I could have just allowed the first live when no one was joining. I'm not gonna lie, I was frustrated and I allowed myself to feel that frustration. I ended the live, but I didn't sit in it for long. I was like, okay. We didn't even get any sales yesterday. You know what I mean? I had a dead live yesterday. I was like, I'm not doing this again. It's Sunday. Like, Sundays are, like, for the past 2 months, Sundays have been very high converting days for me. You know, today it didn't convert high. Like, normally when Sundays, before my live got restricted, like, I would get like 7 people to join, 6 people to join. You know, Sunday I'd have my most amount of views. So, you know, I was like, no, it'd be different if it was like a Tuesday. I'd probably be like, okay, well, Tuesdays typically are not my best lives. But it was Sunday, so I was like, no, like, they're coming in. I just didn't grab them. And I could allow myself to sulk in the fact that, you know, I had the perfect TikTok script and TikTok just took it from me, and now they keep restricting my live. Now I can't even say what I used to say. I could do all that. I have the option to do that. But where is that really going to get me? That's not going to change anything. It's not going to change the fact that they did restrict my live. And if I don't fix it, they're just going to restrict it again. And then I'm really not going to have anyone join Glow Up Academy, because my YouTube doesn't convert like TikTok right now. My Instagram doesn't convert like TikTok right now. My only platform that converts at the rate that TikTok converts is TikTok. Like, that's the only platform I have right now. I'm still doing, you know, all the other stuff behind the scenes. I'm pushing out the content on YouTube. I'm pushing out the content on TikTok or Instagram, excuse me. I'm pushing the content out on Facebook, but they haven't really converted yet. TikTok is my bread and butter right now. So I have to abide with TikTok rules. You either get with it or you get lost. You can sit and cry, or you can do something about it. And so I'm going to do something about it. And the same for you. Like, there's probably stuff that's irritating you. You know, you might not be in the situation you want to be in. You know, there might be things about your life that you want to change, but you have the power to fix it. Like, us sitting around crying about it is not going to change the situation. That's not going to get you closer to your goal. That's not going to get you to your next milestone. It's not. It's just a waste of energy. It's just a waste of energy. Feel the emotion. Don't run from it. If you're sad, be sad. But then get your ass up and decide what the fuck are you going to do about it. Like, what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do? Because you just sitting there crying day after day, week after week, is not fixing what happened. It happened. So what now? My girl. What now? What are we doing? Get up. And sometimes I have to talk to myself like that. Like how I'm talking to y'all, like when I make these videos. That's why I love the car chat vibe. Like I feel like because we're in a car and I'm driving, I feel like I can really just, like, this is how I talk to myself. You know, like I speak to myself out loud. Like I have full-blown conversations with myself. I told you I don't have friends, and it's okay. I don't need friends. But like how I'm talking right now, this is literally how I talk to myself. Like I will say to myself, Jazz, get up. Like I literally say that out loud. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Like I am my biggest cheerleader. I'm my coach. Like, because if not me, then who? If not me, then who? I don't have someone in my corner like telling me to keep going. So if I don't tell myself to keep going, then who the fuck gonna tell me? Who's gonna tell me? I told y'all when I embarked on this entrepreneurial journey, I didn't have people telling me congratulations. I had people telling me how stupid I was. Talking shit. Laughing behind my back, telling me I was gonna fail. That's what I had. You might not have had that. You might have a great support system, and you're blessed. If that's you, you're blessed as fuck. Because a lot of entrepreneurs will tell you they didn't have that. Like that's not the normal. Because you're doing something that most people don't do. You're doing something that most people only dream of, and you're stepping into that. Yeah, that's not normal. So congratulations. But because I didn't have that, I had no choice but to be that for myself. And I've come too far on all the journeys. Weight loss, fitness, alcoholism. You know, I've walked a lot of journeys. Like, I've come too far to just sit and sulk. Like, some of you guys need thicker skin. I hate to say it, like, some of y'all are just too daggone sensitive. I'm sensitive too, but I still move. Some of y'all sensitive and y'all just stay stuck. You posted one video 2 months ago and you got 5 views and you just stopped. Like, girl, get up. Get up. Where's the next one? And the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Where is it? Why do you not have 20 videos ready to go? What are we doing? Why are you just sitting there complaining about one video from 2, 3, 5, 6, 10 months ago? Like, what are we doing? Get up. Figure it out. Figure it out. How can you structure your day to where you can get this shit done? Because you sitting there talking about something, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I'm too busy. What does that get you? That still keeps you right where you are, too busy, right? And so you allow day after day to go by, nothing's getting done, and you're mad because you're not doing what you want to do, but you're also not putting in the effort to get it done. How is it you got time to watch the Tyler Perry movies, but you don't have time to work on your business? Like, that's what I'm saying. It kills me with people. People, like, the stuff that you come up with in your head that makes sense to you is fucking crazy. It's crazy. You say you want something so bad, but you're sensitive as hell. I told you, like, I've had my Instagram deleted multiple times. And Instagram was my bread and butter back then for all my money. But I didn't just sit in the, woe is me, now my business is gonna fail because they took my Instagram. I don't know what I'm gonna do. No, Jazz, make another one. We don't have time to cry. Sitting around crying is a fucking rich person privilege. I don't have time to sit around and cry. I gotta figure it out. I don't have time to be butthurt about TikTok taking my life. Like, I gotta figure it out. You don't have but 2 options. You either sit there and sulk or you figure it out. And a lot of y'all just want to sit and sulk. You just want to cry and complain and vent about a fucking algorithm. Meanwhile, there's creators who are killing it on the same algorithm that you're complaining about. Like, we can go on and on about this. We could go on and on and on. Like, I hear people, there's so many things that people say about these algorithms. Especially Like, coming from OnlyFans, like, just hearing other creators, other female creators, and women talking about algorithm doesn't like certain body types, that might be true. I'm not sitting here saying that it's false. I'm not denying that. It is possible. It is possible. It is very possible. I don't know. It is very possible that it doesn't push plus size women. That is possible. I'm not even gonna sit here and deny it. But what is you sulking in that gonna do for you? What is that gonna do for you? Because if you want to get technical, the algorithm is just people. It's just people. So, and again, I used to be a plus size OnlyFans creator. So, you know, I could sit there and sulk and cry and say, well, it's not pushing me because I'm plus size. Maybe it's also not pushing me because not as many people like plus size women as they do small women. Like, we could sit around here and talk, we could sit and talk about this all day. But at the end of the day, it's not going to change what's happening. So what are you going to do about it? Like, just stating the problem is not going to fix the problem. That means you have to go 20 times harder. I have seen creators on YouTube, women, who have said that they feel like YouTube does not push darker skinned creators. I have heard creators say that. That could be true. That may not be true. I don't know. I am a dark skinned creator, but I'm not going to sit around and just sulk about it. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't control that. If that is what's going on, that sucks. But at the end of the day, me just sitting there and complaining about it is not going to fix it. So I guess that means I need to go 100 times harder. There's no other choice. Like, things are going to be unfair. Life is unfair. But people want to sit around and complain and vent and sulk and woe is me. Figure it out. Fix it. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Because sitting around here and just talking about it, what does that really do for you? What does that do for you? It doesn't do anything. Because there are still people who look like you who are killing it. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about right now? And I just refuse. I refuse to not do anything. Again, you can't control anything outside of you. The algorithm, that's outside of your control. That's outside of your control. There's nothing you can do about it. But you can control you. And you can control how you show up. And you can control your effort. And you can control what you can control. So instead of me just getting frustrated because I'm not getting the reach that I used to get a couple weeks ago, well, guess I gotta switch some stuff up. I got backup TikToks. I made new accounts so I can be on multiple. And I'm gonna do what I do best, which is be me and get shit done, and not make a fucking excuse, you know. And this talk can be said for more than just content. Like, we could use this for, let's say you try and lose weight. This is a good example. People want to say, and this, listen, I have thyroid problems. I have a hyperactive thyroid, meaning it moves too fast. It's too much thyroid hormone. I have to take a pill every day to slow the shit down. There are women, black women, who will literally say that they can't lose weight because they have thyroid problems. There are black women who say that stupid ass shit. Why are they in the middle of the street? And it blows my mind how people will let something stop them from doing what they want to do. You might very well have thyroid issues like myself. I'm not taking that away from you. You just might. But what are you going to do about it? So you're just going to sit there and your thyroid problems and stay overweight? That's your solution to your problem? Or does that mean you're just going to have to work harder? Sounds like you just got to work harder, sis. So maybe you can't eat McDonald's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and lose weight. Maybe you can't eat it at all. Like, guess you just got to work harder. Welcome to the world of life's not fair. Your thyroid problems are not the reason you're not losing weight. You're not losing weight because of you. You're still eating too much. So if you're trying to eat 1,800 calories a day and you're not losing weight, well, I guess that means you got to drop it down to 1,400, 1,500. But people will say it's because of this and that. No, you can control what you put in your mouth. So, I hope this video motivated you. For those of you guys who are letting your circumstances or things outside of you keep you from, doing what you want to do. Sometimes you're just a little too sensitive. Sometimes you got to work harder. It just is what it is. These are the cards you were dealt. This is what's going on right now. So what the hell are you going to do about it? I just want to know. All right, y'all. I just pulled up. About to get my hair washed, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.